Hi everybody. I know I didn't post last week. I've decided to move these to every 2 weeks just because right now we're going through a bit of issues and I don't know what to do. The last 2 weeks have been just horrible. Not really due to my eating habits or anything. This has been really stressed because we have some issues going on and we're being forced to sell our home and move, and so we've been going through all that, and that's kind of a pain in the butt. So really, as far as the diet thing has been going on, it hasn't been working all too well because, again, we're still kind of caught in that not really having very much money to be able to buy stuff type thing, which causes a lot of issues. It would probably be a lot better if I was a salad eater, but I'm not. So it's been hard. I've been looking at some alternative diets online because I do find myself now starting to get hungry towards the later of the evening. So I've been looking at some stuff, kind of looking into like protein type diets because those sound quite good to me because I am such a huge protein eater. I could easily sustain myself on eating nothing but meat all day. I don't have an issue with that, but I'm still looking into it because I want to make sure it's not going to cause extreme health problems or anything. But I am quite healthy, even though I am quite healthy, so I don't think it would cause a major risk to me, but I'm still looking at it. So if I do anything, I'll let everybody know. Exercise has been going fine. I've been getting a lot of extra exercise because we're having to clean house and move stuff around a lot, and because my husband's working, I'm pretty much on my own doing that stuff. So it's moving a lot of heavy boxes and things of that nature. I have noticed an extreme amount of weight is starting to go away from my middle, around my rib sides. I used to have quite a, as you see in my first pictures, I have quite a pronounced belly, almost as if I was pregnant or something, and that has started to flatten out. And then I noticed it's starting to come in from the sides, so now I have more of a definition, and then like the belly, you know. So I don't know if you quite understand, but I'm not brave enough to show anybody. So my husband says he notices a lot of differences, and also I had to switch out rings. My husband actually wore a smaller size than I did, which is really sad, seeing that he's probably about 4 inches taller than me, and he's a guy. But my ring was falling off my finger constantly lately, so we switched out, and now he has my bigger size on, and I have his smaller size on, which is much more of a better fit now, even though it's still quite, if I get it wet, it immediately wants to come off. The next thing I noticed is on my knuckles, my hands. I do remember before I started this, that when I hold my hand flat, I'd have quite pronounced fat pockets in between the knuckles, and those are starting to go away enough to where I can actually see definition in my knuckles. Yeah, so, you know, and when I touch my fingers together, I can tell they're starting to get a bit more lean. It feels a lot different. And I have been told that in my face I look like I'm starting to thin out, but I don't see that. So, and I do notice that when I push my shoulder forward a little bit, I can much more feel the collarbone and things of that type of thing. And then my knees, I also had a very round, knobbly, or not knobbly, but very round, puffy knees from the fat. And my husband remarked a few days ago that he never realized I had knobbly knees. And what has happened is the legs have started to slim out, and my knees are starting to protrude, and the bone structure is starting to show. So now I have knobbly knees. So, but anyways, other than that, I haven't been able to weigh myself today. That's another issue I was having, and decided not to do the weekly thing. Is I have one of those rotary scales, and it's just kind of off and on. And even though I know I'm losing weight, I can feel it. I do attribute some of it to just toning up, but there is definitely weight loss going on, and yet my scale, depending on which part of the room I'm in or which part of the house or what time of day it is or whatever, it will just give me random numbers, and it's not very accurate at all. So I'm hoping that next week I will have the funds available, available for me to go buy one of those digital scales. That way, I get a much more accurate reading. But other than that, that's pretty much it. I'm happy for everybody out there, and I've been watching all your posts, and you guys are doing great jobs. And I'll be back I probably will be back on the 14th, because that was I decided that every month on the 14th, because that's when I started, that I would put up my measurements to see if any changes are going on, so I probably will have to be back next week. But other than that, I'm going to try and take these and keep these at 2-week intervals until I feel like, I'm doing more. But that's pretty much it. I don't really have much to say, so I hope everybody's having a good time and sticking to it and forging through and all that good stuff and getting ready for the weekend, have some fun. And I shall look forward to you guys' posts. See you next week, and then 2 weeks after that. Bye.